Hello there. I hope the bot isn't messing up already. Anyways, it's Mac again with another amazing unboxing today. Hey Greg, hey Zim, good to see you guys. I've made some changes to the bot. You'll have to tell me if you heard my second favorite Star Wars character ever, Obi-Wan Kenobi, saying hello there. Hello, Arnold. So I successfully did all the things that I wanted to do still over the weekend, despite the fact I was out for some of yesterday. Um, I did get the laptop off of the desk. See, look at that. Look at how clear it is over there. Um, so also, I set up what I thought was going to be a 27-inch monitor because I have a spare 27-inch, but I decided that I can't hear anything. You guys hear me? Thank you for the likes, by the way. I think next time I'm going to set the latency to be low so it's more real time. Because now there's a slight delay. Okay. You might be referring to the hello there then. I don't know why that's not working. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, that's just a small disappointment. So I hope everyone's having a great day, great weekend. Today was pretty nice. 61 degrees out. Let the cats out. They had a good time. Uh, we paid for. Yes, the bot is supposed to have audio. It's something that I can just take a look at later. I tested everything just fine when I set it up, but maybe it's I don't know. I'm not too concerned about it. Not too concerned about it. Oh wait. Maybe this is the problem. And I guess I could do this. Okay, now someone try saying something again. I reset the first words counter. Which, by the way, if you didn't know, there is a counter for YouTube for first words. Which is, of course, the first time you chat for the day. Well, I only have, yeah, I don't know how many people I have.
Hello there.
Hopefully, I don't like that it's also including me. So maybe I can change that. I set up other things for the bot too, for like subs, but I haven't finished. Yes, yes, success. I also set up something for subs, but I haven't finished out the whole making the lights blink, just because I got occupied with other things. Yes, well, it should only happen for the first time you speak each stream. Like, it shouldn't be just going off every time you say something. It should just be first words, which is the first time that you say something. After this, I'm going to low latency or ultra low latency, which means our interactions will be near real time. I do have a delay. Just that's the default setting. I didn't even realize that there was a setting like that until today, and I just forgot to change it. Hi, Brick. Good to see ya. So, anyways, a couple things. I guess I'll start off with this. I'm feeling better today. I'm also under a concoction of amoxicillin and Dayquil. Am I feeling better? Yes. Will it kill me later? I don't know. Also, something that's kind of been bothering me that Skywalker mentioned the other stream where he said that I'm not really showing a lot of growth, and I've been, alluding to the answer is in Discord, but no one's really joined Discord, so I'll go ahead and say what it is right now, in the hopes that YouTube does not come after me. So, right before I went on vacation, I did a YouTube promotion. And with a YouTube promotion, you basically pay YouTube to either get you subs, get you views, or get you watch hours. So I didn't want to lose my momentum when I went on vacation. So I threw a little bit of money at YouTube, said, get me some subs. I was only expecting 100 or so subs. And, the way it goes is they just stick you in an advertisement and then someone watches and they're supposed to sub. That's what it's supposed to do. But what happened was I got picked up by a bot farm in a country. I'm not going to name the country, but that's how my subscriber count just kept on going up and up and up and up. And I didn't really realize it until too late. And I was able to figure this out because you can pull up your regions where you're getting a lot of subscribers. And I think it was 90% of my subscribers for the promotional period of 2 weeks was from Indonesia. And I didn't pick Indonesia as a country. I picked all as my options, all countries. So what's happening right now is I'm losing bot accounts as I'm gaining subscribers. So I'm losing, I'm gaining, I'm losing, I'm gaining. Right now it's about even, and it's something that I wish I would have done a little bit more research on, because the whole subscriber thing, or not subscriber, the whole YouTube promotion thing is a terrible idea. So all of you fellow YouTubers out there, you have an option. You can see it for any of your videos to promote it. Promote it. Don't promote it. It is a waste. And my wife thinks I'm an idiot because I did it. That's marriage for you folks. But anyways, learn from my mistakes. don't promote any YouTube videos. So, that being said, Skywalker, if you're listening, if you go back and watch, that's why I don't have a lot of growth. I'm going to be shrinking a little bit. It doesn't really bother me too much, although, well, it doesn't really bother me too much. I have you guys. Occasionally I get some new peeps in here to view what's going on, and really, you know, I never expected to be a YouTube superstar. I'm just happy to be doing what I'm doing. So, I guess that's that. How about we unbox this now? 75144 Snowspeeder came out in 2017, 7 years before I got my first Lego set. I love snowspeeders. I believe that this first appearance was in Emperor Strikes Back, which is what the shirt shows a depiction of. Great at-ats. I don't think I see any snowspeeders there, but I do know that the snowspeeders exist in a scene with at-ats. And I know this because we're going to see a clip. And there's the snowspeeders themselves.
Echo Station 5-7, we're on our way. All right, boys, keep tight now. Luke, I have no approach vector. I'm not set. Steady, Dak. Attack pattern Delta. Go now. All right, coming in. Bobby, you still with me?
And I guess that's enough. And in the background, you can see I have my ad there as well. And below that is my long abandoned, neglected Bear Dur. So anyways. Oh, the clip is from Star Wars UK, the official YouTube channel. Please do not come after me with a copyright strike. Oh, and this set cost me $485 Canadian. I actually got this from Canada, and it is beautifully sealed. Like it's in, you know, pretty much mint condition. Oh, I really like the packaging for this. I mean, it's really strange because it's not in, you know, like the normal envelope. It's kind of weird. Two, four, one. Not getting to 6 today. getting the 9 today. Not getting the 10. 13. 7. 3. 9. 4. All right. Well, that was no fuss, no muss. You know, I'm taking this manual out, but I doubt I'm going to use it, to be honest. All right, let's see. So the snowspeeder was made by the Incom Corporation. A corporation I don't think I've ever heard about. And of course, it's a Rebel Alliance only ship. Technically called the T-47 Airspeeder. Cool. All right. Waiting for it to load up the instructions because I think I'm going to use this. Oh, wow. Yeah, I guess you guys can. Oh, no, don't be lagging on me. I guess it's okay. So yeah, bag 1 is basically setting up the structure. Bag 2, bag 3. I don't think the hull starts really start getting put on until bag 5. Put that over there just in case. I might want to refer to it later. I have so many of these now, as I'm sure all of you do too. Oh, actually, yeah. Unless you're Zim and you like only maybe have one. I don't, Zim, do you even have one of these? I don't know if your sets ever came with those. Okay. How about some music? Music that I'm still unable to listen to for all the things I've been able to come up with. Oh yeah, the front cover of the manual. And it's that thick. So yeah, one of the things I've not been able to solve is the whole me being able to listen to the stream without me being able to hear myself talk, which maybe if I set it to ultra low latency, it won't be a problem. It's just that it's real weird to hear myself talking minutes after I said something. Real weird. So I think my channel is officially, well, it's a little bit older than 2 months, but I think the first time I pushed any videos was December 2nd. So I consider that my channel is now 2 months old. Which is a little insane in a way, that it feels like I've been doing this forever and it's only been a couple months. That's why I'm not... Oh. That's why I'm not worried too much about my growth right now. It's a new channel. Everything is good. I think my wife's home. Either that or the cats are fighting. And Charlotte is running to break it up. My dog is very great at breaking up cat fights. Great at breaking up cat fights. Not so great at figuring out who started it. So sometimes she goes after the wrong cats. And it's not like she's doing anything. She just runs and inserts herself between the cats and kind of runs off one of them. It's that herding instinct in Australian Shepherds. So the plans for this week, by the way, is provided it does not interfere with my packing, which it should not interfere with my packing. There will be Monday and Wednesday streams like normal, but nothing on Thursday or Friday. And if I happen to finish the snowspeeder by the time that Wednesday comes around, I will have a stream, but it will not be a Star Wars related set, because as you know, I do not like to open Star Wars sets. I really don't like to open any sets really and then leave. So it will be Bear because it's already opened, and I do want to have a stream. So if you want to see something different on Wednesday, if I finish early, then that will be your chance. Well, actually, you might have a chance before then, but anyways. Oh, cool. Yeah, I have TIE Bomber. I mean, it was a neat little set to put together with the, the little missiles and stuff. Or maybe they're bombs because it's a TIE Bomber. Silly me. I have a Kallax, which is like a shelving unit from IKEA that I have over there just past my fridge, and that has some of the non-UCS sets. I like to showcase the UCS sets, so that's what's behind me. So my smaller sets are stored somewhere else. And really, I will probably just use them for parts eventually. I almost bought my first mock today. It is not Star Wars related. I know that's a disappointment to some. I found a 9,000 piece mock of the Rocinante, which, if you don't know what the Rocinante, it is the ship from The Expanse. If you've never seen The Expanse, it is an excellent show with even more excellent books. And they have now finished all of the books. So it's not like Game of Thrones when you're waiting like years and years and years for the conclusion of the show, or rather the books. We already know what the conclusions of the show are. I hope that the conclusion of the books is different than the conclusion of the show. But anyways, the reason why I didn't buy the mock is because the price of the pieces is a little steep. It's 1,200 pieces. I'm sorry, $1,200 for all 9,000 pieces. Now, I don't know where people come up with this money for pieces like they're Lego pieces. Why would 9,000 pieces be $1,200? It's insane. Anyways, I'll probably part it out slowly if I decide to get the mock. But I mean, it's beautiful for mock. Like, it looks exactly like the show's model. If I do get that, I'll be building it out on stream too. Of course, there won't be a Star Wars dedicated stream. Now, I have no idea why this is not fitting between these two pieces. There we go. Sometimes it just refuses to click it. Ooh, I love these oranges translucent bricks. Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. I mean, Legos is an expensive hobby. It really is. I thought I had the expensive hobby of Magic the Gathering, but really I think this might be a little bit more pricier. A lot more fulfilling putting these together, though. I mean, sure, I might beat down people with my excellent commander deck that I used to have. I don't have anymore, but used to have. Like, I think I only lost maybe once or twice with that deck the whole entire time I had it. Anyways. I am enjoying my newfound hobby. I started rewatching all the Star Wars movies and shows again. Started that yesterday because, I spent a fair amount of time on the couch and figured, why not? And wouldn't you know it, the very first show or the very first Star Wars ship that is in Phantom Menace is the Republic Cruiser, which I've seen people post their builds on Reddit enough, and I was like, oh yeah, I want to get that. I want to get that. And I don't typically buy used sets just because I just haven't been able to get into that mindset. I guess you can consider me a snob or whatever. And I know eventually I'll get a used set because it's just so much more expensive to get something sealed, especially when it's old. But sealed sets are like $750. That's what I get for waiting so long to get into Lego. All the great Star Wars Legos that are retired are just insanely expensive. And part of the reason why I haven't gotten into used sets because I just don't know how well some Star Wars sets, Lego sets, have been maintained. Were they cleaned enough? Was someone smoking around them? Is that going to impact the set at all when I get it? Certified pre-owned, sure. I could see myself getting something like that because when you get something that's certified pre-owned from, at least the Lego store that does sell that I'm familiar with, I am absolutely sure that set has been cleaned thoroughly. But if I'm buying a used set from like eBay, I just don't know. Well, the good news is I've got a B-Wing. And I'll be building it right here on stream. I think it's going to be a while, though, before I get there. Because I'm going in reverse chronological order, as you guys all know by now. I have a gap. Or I don't have a gap there. Hey, Area 56 Bricks. Well, yeah, let me know, Zem, what you think, because I value your opinion. Hey, Area 56 Bricks, you have a pretty cool restaurant over there, by the way. If you've not seen Area 56 Bricks, he's got some videos up. He's got a pretty... Oh, that's what I did wrong. He's got a pretty sweet little setup. Also, he's got some fantastic jokes too. So, you joke about me trimming my beard, but the beard is coming off within this week. I'm not going to Singapore with facial hair. It's just not going to happen. Because it's going to be very humid, and I'm already miserable in the heat, and just having facial hair is going to compound it. So, yeah. I will also look like 10 years younger. Yeah, I bet Area 56 Bricks. You've got a sweet setup with all your sets and cases like that. It's pretty sweet. Yeah. Well, I can always grow it back. But I'm not going to have when I'm there. So Area 56 Bricks, I got the set for fairly inexpensive on eBay. I got it from Canada. It was $485 Canadian.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, speaking fast, I can roast, I can gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you are behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Every time someone
now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
Tropical weather, all right. Which is
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I'm gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable. Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste.
The time difference is going to be interesting. I think at like 6 o'clock a.m. in Singapore, it's like 2 o'clock p.m. Central Time. So, yeah. We'll just have to see how that goes. I also went to Florida, so, or maybe it's my curse, because the first time I went to Florida, I went to Naples, Florida. It was a college work trip, basically. I mean, it wasn't like we didn't do a lot of fun stuff. So it, so I guess this is a lead up to a funny story. Went to Florida, and it was rainy every day I was there except for one. Now, I was 19. No, I wasn't even 19 yet. I was still 18. I made some terrible decisions back then. Like, on the one sunny day in Florida, I lathered myself in baby oil and went to the beach, where I spent all day. Because I wanted a tan when I went back to Northern Illinois. And you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to put baby oil on at all when you go out to the beach, because you just get a huge sunburn, and I did. And my sunburn was so terrible I could not sleep that night. I don't know. I don't know what they're releasing, and really, honestly, I shouldn't be spending any more money on Lego right now. I keep telling myself that I'm not going to spend any more money on Lego, and then I go out and buy Rivendell, for example. And, you know, when the AT-AT helmet comes out, I'm going to get one of those. And, you know, I'm definitely getting Jango Fett's helmet and Slave 1 when it comes out in May. So, I guess we'll have to see what they're putting out. What about you, Area 56 Bricks? Are you gonna purchase something? Hey Spec, it's been a long time. How are you doing? I believe, yeah, that's right, Arnold, for sure. Oh, thanks, Spec. We were just talking about how that number may be a little inflated, but that's okay. Spec is one of my longtime viewers from Australia, if I recall correctly. He had a birthday not too long ago. I'm terrible at Lego investment myself because I can't seem to not open up any of my rare sealed Lego sets. As Austrian Brick Fan says, build them all. Austrian Brick Fan has some amazing content. He's one of the first people I watched when it came to Lego builds. Yeah, I know. It does stop when you run out of space. So one of the things I've been working on is freeing up space over to the right, which is not never on camera or anything like that. I had a turntable and some speakers, and those are now no longer there. The turntable is Bluetooth, and so that is in the room over there. But the speakers, they're really old, terrible speakers. They're in the garage now. We have a very large speaker in the exercise room over there. And so if I ever want to listen to records or whatever, I'll just go ahead and Bluetooth connect to that speaker and use that instead. I need the space. So when I just before I got my Billy and Pax, I got 4 drawer shelves, which are the most terrible shelving ever. I do not recommend. In fact, I have to literally trim the metal shelves with metal snips in order to get the shelving to go together. I mean, absolutely horrible shelves. But I have them, so I'm going to use them now. I've only built 2 of them, so now I'll build the other 2 and I'll stick them over there. And those are just going to be temporary. I'm going to fill that section in with more packs, but I just don't want to spend money on it right now. So I'm just going to have temporary shelving over there. Zim, what set are you getting tomorrow? I saw that you said you were getting one, but I didn't see what you said it was. Oh, okay. You will like that. Putting that together, I guarantee it. I put it together a couple days ago, and I really liked the color scheme, and those shiny pieces are great. Very chrome-like. You know, a very Mandalorian Beskar armor type feel to it. You know what I mean? You're getting one step closer to getting the Razor Crest. It's gonna happen before the end of the year. I know it. But seriously, if the Razor Crest goes on sale, you should get it. And you can make your wife put it together with you. It's better. It's better than a puzzle. It's better than a puzzle. Yeah, I think so. The Rex helmet was on markdown at Walmart, or it was when I got it. But I mean, the markdown, it was only like a matter of $9. I think all those helmets retail price at $69.99 if I recall correctly. Believe it or not, I got my Leah helmet at the Miami airport, and my carry-on was empty when I brought it on the plane, or rather empty when it was empty when I brought it on the plane, because I knew I was going to get something at the Lego store in the airport. I was hoping for Vader's helmet, honestly, but they didn't have Vader's helmet. They had Leah's helmet, and so I couldn't get that at Walmart. So, I was like, okay, load me up. So I have all of the non-retired helmets right now. I can get the some of the retired helmets at retail price in St. Louis if I wanted to. Of course, some of them are more expensive, like the Stormtrooper helmet, and I think it's the Dark Trooper helmet. Those two are expensive. But Boba Fett's helmet is only $69.99. As are all the rest of them, except for the ones I mentioned. So is that set coming disassembled, Tim? Or are you buying it assembled and then you're going to take it apart? Yeah, my wife is home. I think my wife's home. Let's go to the front. So my paper bag. So I have not had any paper bags for that contain the pieces, but the Dark Falcon had a paper envelope for the instruction manual. That's about the only paper I've seen so far myself. I missed a step here, but it's no big deal. So I've seen, like, what is it? The Colon House. All those were in paper bags. So I guess it's just a matter of the brand new releases not having them yet, or having them rather, I should say, not the ones we've been getting now. I bet I think the at helmet has paper bags, actually. So I'm sure it's just a matter of time. Now I have seen the Twilight movies, and they're okay for what they are, but I don't think I'm gonna prioritize the Colon House anytime soon, or like I said. Yeah, so far as big sets go, I mean, I would of course prioritize the sets that are going to retire. That's what I did. Well, at least for one of them. I did not want Rivendell to go out of stock and never come back in stock before it retired, so I panicked a little bit and got that. Of course, it came back in stock very quickly, which was really unexpected, but a welcome surprise. I believe right now I'm building the cockpit. Feels like I've got pedals here. Could be wrong. I'm guessing one of your other top ones to choose is going to be the Lion's Castle. Lion's Knight Castle, I think technically is what it's called. This is an interesting technique here. Boy, yeah, I was gonna say it's either Rivendell or Castle. That was my hunch. I really like this builder app. I'm a little sorry I haven't used it sooner. Kind of frees up some of the desk space. So I have not been able to keep abreast of any Lego rumors that have been otherwise occupied. If anyone has any to share, go ahead and do so. Yes, Wiseman or Arnold. I ordered Rivendell when it was on back order. I knew it was back on back order. I believe I was not charged immediately. They just let me know that the item was on back order. And then when it was shipped, then I was charged the price of the set. So my other set that I have ordered that was on back order, I don't think I've been charged for yet. Yay, we get to combine these things. It's getting bigger. Ooh, like the green. Of course, these pieces here are to help keep the two pieces I just put together. So yeah, as I mentioned a little bit previous, I let the cats out today. And all of our cats like to go outside, and the first thing they like to do is eat grass. The second thing they like to do is to throw up the grass later. So it's a little messy. And that being said, we know the cats like to go outside, so when we got this house, not long after that, we got a fence built. And it was supposed to be... Oh, hey, Rex. Good to see you. Hope you're feeling better. Oh, and I'm sorry that you are stuck at work. Well, anyways, we spent a fair amount of money on a cat-proof fence, and they very quickly figured out how to get out of our cat-proof fence. And our youngest cat, Dudley, actually has learned that he can scale the retaining wall and get out to the front yard that way. A smart little kitty. Right. Yeah, work also pays for some of my stuff, as well as some assistance from the wife. And if she ever watches this, thanks again, honey, for being patient as I got into this habit. But I don't see her ever watching any of this because it is way too nerdy for her tastes. I love the Swedish Chef, but I won't even try to do any impressions. So what I do know is that part of what makes the Swedish Chef so funny to see is one person handles the head and another person handles the hand. So that's how sometimes there's different reactions between the two. Swedish Chef is one of my favorite Muppets characters. Bork, bork, bork. I also really liked Cookie Monster. I mean, who couldn't like the Cookie Monster? Also watched a little bit of Fraggle Rock as a kid, but I don't really remember very much of that show. I think I missed steps. Sure did. bandsaw? I almost got into woodworking once as a hobby and decided that I wouldn't do it because I would probably cut my finger off. I mean, have you seen how many times I've dropped pieces? I am a klutz. Well, believe it or not, guys. Well, let me just make sure. But I think I'm missing a silver stud. Just make sure that I didn't leave one in the bag. All right, let me go look for our silver stud real fast. I don't know why this keeps happening to me. Bad luck, I guess. I know. No, well. I'm double checking here. Oh, it's supposed to be here. No, that's there. Actually. No, that's right. I have 2 pieces left over, and I shouldn't have these 2 pieces. I don't know why I have these 2 pieces. Where's there? boy, oh boy. Nothing to see here, folks. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with. Of course, this is quality control from like a long time ago. You know, this set was made in between what I think 2017 and 2019. So I have some black pieces here that I just think I got a wrong piece again. All right, back three. I mean, I guess that's kind of a neat problem to have, Rex. That one of your minifigures is worth more than some brand new sealed sets. I honestly have no idea what any of my minifigs are worth. I mean, I've given thoughts to just selling my minifigs because I only really care about the ships, really. But I don't want to be in a position where, you know, if I decide that I'm going to sell some Lego sets, that, you know, I'm going to get a reduced price for selling them, or people might not want to buy it because I don't have the minifigs. Good luck. That sounds very interesting, though. You should talk more about that. Working with robots. And may the force be with you as well. That was definitely a nail in the chalkboard type sound. I was not expecting that. Surprised Skywalker hasn't made it on yet. Haven't seen Mr. Red yet either. Boy, this. Yeah, I'm gonna accomplish this. Oh, maybe just. Okay, it just snaps in. For some reason, I thought I had to run that piece through from the inside. I have no idea what I'm building. Come on now, stay together.
She lives in a fairy tale, somewhere too far for us to find. Forgotten the taste and smell of a world that she's left behind. It's all about the exposure, the lens that told her. The angles are all wrong now, she's ripping wings off of butterflies. Keep your feet on the ground. When your head's in the clouds.
Oh, hey, cool. Hey, no sliders. Yes, I finished the Death Star. But don't worry, I have 10188 still yet to build later on. So if you couldn't catch the that Death Star, there will be another one in the future.
So one day he found her crying, coiled up on the dirty ground. Her friends finally came to save her, and the rest he can't figure out. It was a trick, and the clock struck 12. We'll make sure to build our own brick, but before it break, or the wolf's gonna blow it down. Keep your feet on the ground. When your head's in the clouds. We'll go get your shovel, and we'll dig a deep hole to bury the castle. Bury the castle. Go get your shovel, and we'll dig a deep hole, and we'll bury the castle. Bury the castle.
Well, what's stopping you from building the other half of it?
Dark.
So have you guys noticed anything different? I'm surprised no one's mentioned anything. I've been dying for someone to notice. No. No, it has nothing to do with the top camera. Dude, is there anything wrong with the top camera? Hopefully it's, I mean, it looks super clear to me. No, the camera's mounted. You can see it using the top camera though. Okay. I guess it's such a subtle change that you guys might not have noticed. I stopped sorting pieces into bowls. I've just been pouring them on the table and just building. I don't know. Once I started using this builder app, I'm like, I just suddenly didn't want to put pieces in bowls anymore. I can't explain it. No, I'm sure my wife would understand if she cared. I think that's part of the reason why. Oh yeah, I don't get mad really. I've been married for 13 years, and my wife and I have very seldom ever been in arguments. And I've never yelled at her. I just don't really get mad. Now I used to get mad, plenty of mad. I used to have road rage and all that other nonsense. I just mellowed out with age, I guess. I mean, not like I'm super old, but what on earth?
Hello there.
Oh, I think I found my missing silver stud. I think I was supposed to use these black ones instead. Oh yeah, I had all kinds of road rage back in the day. The Hampton Roads area. Oh, hey, Glitch Penguin. It's good to see you again. In the Hampton Roads area of Virginia, which comprised of like Portsmouth, Virginia Beach, Norfolk, all that stuff. The traffic was terrible, and all the drivers, including myself, were just angry all the time. Oh man, I forgot to mention what my random factoid of the day is. I've never broken a bone. And I've played all the sports. And I've done, extracurricular activities. Just somehow never managed to break a bone. Knock on wood. Yep, nope, never broke a bone. Oh, and I used to play hockey on the lagoon in my hometown. And I never really fell and never broke any bones ice skating. Ouch, that sounds painful. No, I'm probably going to do this until 5 is the plan. Hey, it's sticker time. I can be happy about sticker time because they don't worry me. The number of stickers, though, kind of worries me. Look at all the stickers. There's a ton of stickers. I didn't even look. Initially, there's 31 stickers. That's crazy. Yes, yes, Sim, you're right. And if I ever sell like my Millennium Falcon, buyer's not gonna like my sticker placement on that one. Oh, yeah, I've had my fair share of falls. I've just miraculously never broken a bone. Yeah, I like that one. I think the first bone I break at this point will be my hip. That's a getting old joke. Alright, those look good. Let's give them a second to dry. Yikes! That sounds painful, Zim. See, part of the reason why I haven't broken a bone is because I've never done some of these things. Like, you know, I never rode a dirt bike. I never been on a motorcycle except for my grandma's moped that was pink. Let's see. I've never been skiing. I've never zip lined. I mean, I don't really have a clone commander. I mean, I think, you know, Rex is just fine. I have his helmet. I'll probably build it out here pretty soon. I might go ziplining in Singapore though, but I am deathly, well, not deathly, that's a little bit of an exaggeration, but I really do not like heights. Like it's a miracle that I made it to the top of the Eiffel Tower, and that was only because it was so sealed in with like fencing and such. It wasn't terribly scary. Oh no, that's terrible. Usually breaking your hip isn't fatal though. I wonder if there were other underlying complications. In Singapore, they have this building that has these gardens on the top. And when I say building, I mean like a skyscraper, and it's all open air. And my wife's like, hey, let's go there. And I'm like, I don't think I want to. Ooh, man, I don't know what. I think it's these silver fins on the bottom that keeps making that horrible noise every time I move this. Yes, back to more cheery topics. So they have all kinds of things to do in Singapore. Partially because, you know, it's fairly tropical there, but unfortunately because it's also tropical, there's a chance that it will be raining and thunderstorming, which is what will be happening right now for the first part of our trip, at least right now. Hopefully the weather changes before then. So yeah, I will have at least 2 videos that will be posted the week that I'm gone that I'm going to schedule. Just so there's not any content drought, as I call it. I haven't actually posted any videos in what feels like forever. This is a pretty neat set so far. It's pretty detailed. You've got all these cool displays in here. Little controls. I imagine I'll be putting the seats in here pretty soon. Hey, I also dislike flying, especially in with what's going on right now. And again, I'm very sorry about all the people that lost loved ones in that crash in DC, as well as the crash in Philadelphia. My heart really goes out to all those people. we'll be flying out to San Francisco as on our first part of the trip from St. Louis, and we'll be flying in my absolute hated airline, which is now Southwest. I hate Southwest's seating policy with a passion. Southwest. What crashed? There was a terrible plane crash in Washington, D.C., where a commuter plane wrecked with collided with an Army helicopter, and everyone died. And then there was a medical transport plane. I think it was a medical transport plane that crashed in Philadelphia. I'm sure, Arnold. What's your story? Oh man, 8 of these? Okay. Which side of Florida? Was it the Gulf side or was it the Atlantic side? An interesting alignment. I don't think I've ever used these pieces in this fashion before. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no, 4 of them. That doesn't. This does not sound like it's gonna go well. Oh, hey, more stuff. Oh no. Twenty and 22. Oh. Using the wrong pieces. Yeah, I don't think this story is going to end very well. Well, I mean, it's probably going to be funny. I'm guessing someone probably had an experience on the plane. One, 20. Three and 21. So far, the story's going pretty good. Well, hopefully everyone made it through the flight okay, and no one got into any trouble. Yeah, I mean, if I had that kind of experience, I'd be afraid of planes too. My fear of flying comes from a different place. Me and the wife watched a show called Airplane Disasters. There's many seasons. I think there's like 16 seasons. And I think we've seen 13 out of the 16 seasons. Yeah, you definitely get a little nervous about flying because there's so many things that can go wrong in a flight. It does sound like a terrifying and yet slightly humorous experience, Arnold. Thank goodness that sticker dried. I think that's actually a pretty common fear glitch. My wife usually packs a life preserver when we go on cruises, although this last time we didn't. She has a fear of drowning in the open sea, like if there was a problem with the cruise ship or something like that. Yeah, that certainly sounds like a trip for the ages, Arnold. My nose is starting to get a little stuffy again, which means the Dayquil is wearing off. But I think I can handle things for another hour. When I used to, or rather, the night before a flight, I used to not sleep so I could just sleep on the plane. And that's really not a great thing to do because you could fall asleep on the way to the airport. I don't do that anymore. I sleep normal now before flights. I'm not scared of anything like that. Like, you know, I'm not scared of monsters or whatnot. I'm not really scared about swimming in the open sea very much at all, to tell you the truth. In the Navy, they trained us to take our pants and make them into flotation devices. They don't have the same pants now, though, in the Navy. They've gone to more of a fatigue style instead of dungarees when I was in the Navy. So I don't think you can do that anymore. Boy, look at all the progress we're making today. I'm glad you got over it because that sounds like it's a terrible fear to have. Along with the fear of flying. I have a buddy that's afraid of clowns. Like, I'm serious. He has a real fear of clowns. And it probably is a mean thing of me to do, but every once in a while, I'll send him a GIF, a clown GIF. But it's been 10 years of me doing that, so he's kind of used to it by now. So for the record, I do not have missing pieces of this set currently. I accidentally used black instead of silver earlier, so I take back my missing pieces comment from earlier. Everything is fine. It's just sometimes, I guess, on this app, it's hard to tell if you're dealing with black or silver. Which reminds me of the time that I built the the Super Star Destroyer. It was very, very hard to tell if you were dealing with black or gray or silver in the manual. Yeah, my only fear is heights. That's pretty much it. But it's very gripping. Like, even playing video games, like you know, the Souls type games, Dark Souls, Demon Souls, Bloodborne, Elden Ring. Anytime you're up high and you're moving. I mean, my hands start sweating. It's terrible. I've never seen these balloons like this in a manual where it says click in all the different languages. It's pretty cool. Can you see that? Yeah, you guys should be able to see that pretty good. Never seen that before. My wife's fear of drowning on ships came directly from watching the Titanic. Or really knowing about the Titanic. Click. You know, Arnold, your story actually kind of triggered a memory of mine. Not, you know, associated with me, but I went to BlizzCon in 2019 in California, and we didn't plan this out, but some of the people that I worked with in Cleveland that had moved to Florida and Colorado were actually going as well. And we also ended up staying at the same motel, I should say. It was really a motel that people were, you know, they were renting out rooms at motels and then selling them through like Airbnb and Vrbo. Anyways, they took some edibles and they're like, "Hey, you want some?" And I was like, "No." But they got really high, and they went back to BlizzCon that night, and one of them wanted to meet his favorite streamer, and he was so excited to meet his favorite streamer, and he went there and he talked to him, and then he left and then came home and then went to bed and then woke up the next morning absolute paranoid that he had said something, afraid that he had said something that weirded out his favorite streamer, and this like obsessed him for the entire rest of the day. And I can't remember the name of the streamer. It was some guy that he's from England, and I think he's actually balding. I'm terrible with names, by the way. Absolutely terrible with names. And it's not me getting older. It's always been something I've been terrible at my entire life. Ah, Preach. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. It was Preach. I did not go back with them that night because a buddy of mine lived in LA, and I went out with him, and we had Korean barbecue that night, which was amazing. I know my buddy Nick, and there's no way Nick said anything that would weird out Preach. So he was being paranoid without any due. Oh goodness. Being paranoid without any due cause. Oh man. Wait, it's not. Not very solid. Now it's in there now. Okay. Cockpit is nearly complete, I think. I've never met any of my favorite WoW streamers because I really actually don't have any. I did have a favorite streamer that played other games. But I unsubscribed from him because we all know who that guy is by now. And that was Dr. Disrespect. Yeah, this was all the way back in 2019, Zim, that this happened. This was the BlizzCon that Shadowlands was announced, Diablo 4 was announced, and Overwatch 2 was announced. And I think also Diablo Immortal, which was infamous. I played some of the alpha gameplay of Diablo 4. Which was a druid. So the character appearance, yeah, the character appearance of the druid is back then is the same it is now, where it's a little girthy. It's a little girthy. Not fat, just big boned. I didn't play any of the Diablo Immortal, and I don't think they had any gameplay for Overwatch 2 at that point. It was just an announcement of it coming, but I don't think they had really started developing Overwatch 2 very much. I think that's actually the last. Oh no. Lost the instructions. Let's see. Go there. Yep, I see that it's been disconnected. It's okay, no big deal. I guess Zoom was too much for it. That's a bummer. It's an OBS problem, not a system problem. So I guess we'll have to deal without that for the rest of the stream, which will end in about 40 minutes. OBS. Not me. Not my fault this time. And this goes here. I love this set. The detailing of this cockpit is some of the best I've seen so far. I guess I'll bust out the directions that you guys can't see it. I hate for you to not be able to follow what I'm doing. Boy, there's more stickers on the horizon. And I don't really terribly mind doing stickers. It just seems like there's a lot in this one. So yeah, anyways, as I was mentioning earlier, I started rewatching all the Star Wars movies and shows, but I do have to admit that I did skip The Acolyte. Because I've seen that fairly recently, and it was just an okay show. Like, it didn't really tie in very well with anything, really. At the end, sure, there was a little bit that was a tie-in, and I'm not gonna spoil anything because there's definitely some reveals in that show. But they really could have done a better job with, you know, tying in the lore from 1,000 years before the events depicted in A New Hope. Or actually, I guess that's technically... Yeah, was it 1,000 years before The New Hope? Or was it 1,000 years before Return of the Jedi? Also, Carrie Ann Moss, she was in that show. And I think they did her dirty. I mean, you guys know who Carrie Ann Moss is, right? She was Trinity in The Matrix. She was also in, some of the Marvel shows. There will be a drop meter. The bot will have a drop meter that will increase every time I say drop. And if it gets to like 5 or 10 or something, I might do something silly like 5 push-ups. I might have a push-up cam. These are just ideas to make the stream a little bit more fun. I talked about the Republic cruiser was the first ship that appears in the first movie. The second ship that appears is one of the droid control ships, which would be nice to have too. I'm actually afraid to look at what the price is of one of those. But I think that there's a Lego set for it, right? a droid control ship. It's an interesting technique. Not stretching across. Oh, hey, more stickers. Oh, I don't like this. I'm going to disassemble a few things here. I want to put these stickers on before I put the pieces on. Hey, it's Windex on clear plastic. It's kind of difficult to tell precisely how high up the sticker is supposed to go, but I'm going to consider that a good job. It's 62 here right now. All the windows are currently open upstairs. Well, I am ready for snow. I'm going to be disappointed if we get no snow this year. Of course, whenever I talked about snow in Cleveland, people would get a little irate. But I love snow, and I always love snow. So we must be done with the cockpit. Let's see if I can. So this is a pretty detailed cockpit. You can see the gauges there. See the seat. There's little control arms here and here. And you know, this is like the weapons control station, where you have some targeting radar there. And this handle moves. I think this also moves a little bit. And then you have more like little detailing with the side panels here with the stickers on. I mean, this is some pretty insane detail, if you ask me. So now we're building the front parts. Do you have a 3D printer? I can't remember. I thought you had a 3D printer. Zim. Which would make sense if you're looking at 3D prints of stuff. Wall mounting stuff sounds pretty cool for the smaller stuff, but I personally find it nerve-wracking when I see things like the Venator put on a wall. Which I've seen plenty of people do. My goodness. Another sticker. Paper towels at this point.
Do you think I want this?
Having a 3D printer sounds pretty neat, actually. But also expensive, if I recall correctly. Like, it can get expensive. You know. Like in resin and power consumption. My goodness. And sorry you lost your power, Arnold, but I'm glad you got it back. That's something that was actually very common here where I live. We used to lose power a lot. And there was actually a coffee shop I used to go to when we lost power here, because it wouldn't be everywhere in my city. It would just be here in this subdivision. But then the coffee shop closed, so now I have to go to the hospital. That doesn't sound unreasonable for the price for a 3D printer. That sounds like a pretty good price. The reason why I go to the hospital is because they have a nice little cafe area there that you can sit in and plug in your laptop and work. And my wife works there, so it's not completely unnatural for me to show up. The build's going great. I guess I can show off the detail of the cockpit again because you missed it. So you can see all the little displays in the front and then the side. And then there's like a targeting computer where the weapons officer would be at, and more little side displays, and then it has like a couple little control sticks here, and then one in the back. Well, very detailed, very detailed. Well, I was not expecting that. Guess I didn't have it snapped in there enough. Don't like it when pieces suddenly come off unexpectedly. All right, make sure I brace it better this time. Okay. Cool. Starting to get that that snow speeder shape to the front. So that is going to be all for this one today. I'm not going to open up a new bag with 12 minutes remaining. So, yeah. Oop. Made a lot of progress today. 4 bags. Not bad. So, assuming I do the same on Monday, that'll put us at 9. Let's see. Where is... So that would put us through most of the outside. So 10 is the wings. So I think we will finish everything Wednesday night. And I might go a little later on Wednesday night if it means finishing, because I do not want to leave town without this being built. Yeah, anyways. That's going to be it for today, but I am actually probably going to do a double stream today, believe it or not. So this is the Star Wars one. If it's still okay, and I'm just going to go upstairs and make sure that the wife doesn't need anything done. But I will probably be back at 6. Not for Star Wars, though. I'm probably going to build out some Bear Dur, because I feel terrible that I haven't really touched the set in, like a month. So I will be probably, in the spirit of things, I'll probably be drinking some beer So if you are under the age of 18, I don't know if your parents want to watch a stream with someone drinking beer. So we'll have to see how that goes. But yeah, I'll go ahead and set up the stream for that. And then go upstairs and eat and just verify with the wife if she's still okay with me basically being downstairs all day. We did get to spend some time this morning together before she went to work, so she should be fine. So anyways, anyone have any questions? Want to talk about anything before I sign off here and go upstairs and eat and probably be back in about an hour? Yeah, I feel pretty good. I don't feel like I'm too under the weather, although my nose is starting to run a little bit, so I'll probably take some more Dayquil. Well, all right. I think.
Hello there.
Hey, Todd. You're welcome. I would have said hello, but I didn't know you were here. So I will catch you all later. Tomorrow night will be more snowspeeder, and if you happen to hop on in an hour, that's cool. If not, that I understand because it's not really a Star Wars thing later on. But regardless, it was great to have you guys. Thanks for watching. If you like what I'm doing and you like the vibe, hit a like and subscribe. I got a rhyme. Anyways, you all take it easy, and I'll see some of you later tonight, and I'll see some of you tomorrow.